Similarities between small and big families. Both small and big families have similarities and differences in the way they live and conduct their activities. Whether a family is small or big, there are basic needs that each family requires, such as food, clothing, shelter, etc. It is the nature of every family to have the head, who is probably the father, the mother, and then their children. The children of every family, whether small or big, look upon their parents for every type of support, such as finances, moral, and educational support. It is a wish of every parent in any type of a family to see his or her children grow and achieve their future dreams. It is a common practice of every family to live together until when the children attain a certain age when they can sustain themselves and live by their own. Every family has a top-to-down management, whereby it is the responsibility of the parents to guide their children on where and how to do things. The parents aid the decisions made in a family, although in some cases children may be consulted to give their views. The differences between big and small families. Education. Big families. Children from big families hardly get a good education. Their parents lack enough finances to cater for education of each child in the family. Parents can only afford the basic education in public schools, as private schools are very expensive. Small families. Children in small families have all the chances and resources to cater for their education up to the highest levels of education they deserve. Most of the parents from small families can afford to take their children to private schools where their dreams can be achieved. Being in private schools, these children get a good opportunity of getting good grades that enables them to further their education and achieve their expectations. Time. Big families. Big families have difficult time because every step they intend to make is limited by some challenges. Lack of resources is one of the major challenges of big families. Their survival times become very difficult and face hard times all through. A child may be willing to learn, but due to lack of finances, this becomes impossible. Small families. Small families have easier time as it becomes easier for them to attain anything they deserve. They live a comfortable life without many problems, and probably they achieve their expectations. Stereotype. Big families. Children in big families tend to think that they are not important. For instance, when more than 10 people surround the dinner table, some children may not even be noticed. This would make such children feel less catered for by their parents and think they are not valued in the family. Small families. Children from small families get all the attention from their parents. In whatever they do, their parents are still watching and ready to extend their hands for assistance. Such children grow being confident and feel being an important part in the family. Their creativity level is also high compared to children from big families. Finances. Big families. Big families have less finance to cater for their needs. In most of the cases, such families live in rental houses as they cannot afford to buy a house of their own. Their living standard is low compared to small families, and mostly they do not own luxurious items like big cars. Big families live just normal lives, meeting only their basic requirements. Small families. Small families have more sources of finances. Most of the parents in such families have a higher level of education and work in professional fields. Such parents earn good salaries that can afford them luxurious lives. They own big houses, good cars, and their children can afford a high-quality life. This essay on similarities between small and big families was written and submitted by user Germain A to help you with your own studies. You are free to use it for research and reference purposes in order to write your own paper. However, you must cite it accordingly.